Good evening, everybody, and welcome. Here we are on the International Podiatry Day, and we're going to be all around the world this evening. We've got Bruno in Israel, in Brasilia, in Sao Paulo, and Sammy is in Abu Dhabi. Megan's in Johannesburg, and the three of us are in Ireland. Thankfully, Pauline decided to join in on the silly wings.
I did go in the attic especially.
Okay. Let me just try and get Instagram set up and then we'll be good to go. So, Pauline, you're on the FIP Council. So tell us all about International Podiatry Day, Pauline.
Okay, so International Podiatry Day it's a project that just evolves organically. And the idea is for podiatrists to promote themselves and what they do around the world. So I think we're doing that quite well. We're doing it this evening. We've been doing it all day. You'll see there's lots of videos from all around the world promoting what podiatry is and how important foot health is.
Yes.
Is that okay?
Why is it important? Why is it important, Pauline?
Well, feet are very important, as we all know. And I suppose, as I said in my video, during lockdown, a lot of people have not moved as much as they would normally because they've been sitting staring at their computer screens, a bit like we're doing now. And we just need to get moving. And if we can get moving and we can't do that because of our feet, then we have a problem. And that's where podiatry is so primed to help people who have problems with their feet.
They're pretty essential. I use them every day.
Likewise.
You're doing your 10,000 steps a day. How many steps are you up to this week, Pauline?
Oh, this week's not been good. Last year I did my 10,000 steps a day. This year there's been a bit too much staring and Zoom meetings. Everybody is two-dimensional. That's been quite challenging for a lot of us. So we certainly went out for a walk at lunchtime, down as far as the lamppost and round and back again. And it's just getting people to get out.
Yeah, just get out and get doing something. Well, I'm recovering from my calf tear, so I've been exercising. I've been running upstairs today beside the castle. So it's all good. And Tyson, how's things? You're up early. You made it.
I am up early, 3:30 in the morning. What else would I rather be doing? When I actually said to you, I got my days mixed up. I forgot the different time zones. And when you said, oh, you're going to be on there, when you sent me that first message, I just had my 5th rum and coke. And I'm going, unlikely I'm going to get up at 3:30 in the morning to be on there. And then last night, I read the message again. I went, oh, hang on, that was a day early. So I went to bed, I don't know, about 11:30. So I've had my 4 hours sleep. I'm fine, ready to go.
But of course, Israel and Bruno have started on the caipirinhas already in Brazil.
Oh, sim. Excuse me for não speaking English, but eu gostaria de mandar uma saudação a todos os podólogos brasileiros e hacer também uma saudação a todos os podólogos de América Latina. La podología América Latina tem crescido muito e temos buscado muito crescer e estar mais cerca de vosotros, de todos os países da Europa e outros países. Nos encanta muito estar com vosotros, además de não poder falar o mesmo idioma, temos uma coisa que está junto a nós outros, que é a paixão por la podologia, a podiatry. Então, saludo a todos vosotros. Acá em Brasil, seguimos crescendo, estudando, tomando muitos de vosotros como uma referência para que nós outros podamos crescer. Então, agora em português, um abraço a todos vocês. Nós do Brasil buscamos muito, estamos num processo de crescimento, podologia esportiva, estudando a podologia americana, australiana. Muitos de vocês são referências para nós. Muito obrigado. Thank you.
Very good. Thank you very much. I think I picked up some of that, but she's very passionate about podiatry. And Israel and Bruno are the sports medicine podiatrists. Bruno looks after some of the Brazilian teams.
Congratulations all podiatrists. in the world.
Very good. And Sammy, how's your Portuguese?
all I know is goal.
Yeah.
Their football announcers are amazing.
Eugene is on the train. So
Hi to everybody. Happy Podiatry Day to everyone. I'm sorry just to come late. I just arrived from working right now, and I'm walking home. I'm sorry, for real.
You've met Eugene before, Tyson?
I have. Eugene has.
Yeah.
Eugene is the anonymous podiatrist. Oh, shh.
Secret podiatrist.
We can't say that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's a secret.
Not anymore.
It's a little bit.
No,
It's a little bit. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's still a secret for that.
it's still a secret. You can't see his face.
I hope today is not going to be revealed, but it's going to be nice.
Not the day for the reveal.
No.
No, I just want to be revealed in person, just only.
Yeah.
I'm not weird. I'm that weird guy, you know.
Am I the only
How is it
one
going,
who's
people?
having issues with the sound breaking up?
No, for that.
Okay.
Hey.
The dog and everything. Let me see. Eugene, I think we're going to. That's not one. That. Who's got all the feedback? There's Sir Jim. Thank God for that. Okay, we can do the feedback. How are you, Sir Jane? You can unmute yourself now if you don't be all the feedback.
I am fabulous. How is everybody? Happy Podiatry Day.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm sorry, I have nothing Scottish. Justin said, get something.
Yeah, where is it?
I'm rubbish.
Yeah. Oh God, what's going on now? Anyway, let me see. Joanna is okay. Somebody. How do I remove? Add to the stream. There he is. He's back again, Eugene. So Eugene, do you want to give a message in Spanish to Spanish listeners?
You want to listen in Spanish? What message? I'm sorry, I don't hear it very well, but I'm going to try. Feliz Día de la Podología. Yeah, it's cool. Is it cool? Do you listen it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead. Feliz Día de la Podología para todos. There is somebody who's looking at this. There is Spanish. Just to take, hello.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
¿Qué tal? Go ahead. Feliz Día de la Podología para todos. Una vez más. This is Happy Podiatry Day in Spanish. I don't know if you know so much Spanish. Some of you. I don't know.
Un poco. The
Not
guys
so much,
in Spanish, and then Joanne, I think Spanish as well.
Mm-hmm. Joanna.
Yeah, getting very noisy. I'm gonna have to mute him. You're gonna have to remove it because it's getting a little bit noisy. Okay.
I know there is a little bit.
Yeah, so he's gone. It's getting a little bit noisy. You've started Jane back again. And so, Megan, how's things in South Africa?
Things here are picking up again. We are pretty much, not quite, but almost out of lockdown. So things are picking up, which is quite nice.
Yeah. And how's everybody been passing lockdown then? It's all been, it's all been quite strange, hasn't it? Again.
Yeah, it has been strange. So we've had lots of discussions and uptake about things like telemedicine. And as a physical discipline, it's a bit obscure. So it's something I've taken on board in my practice, full steam running. So it's been very interesting. It's been an interesting experience and very valuable, which I'm enjoying. One thing about this whole COVID thing is it's really made me grateful for being a podiatrist, that I've been able to work during such a dodgy time, which has been really cool.
Yeah, people have been working right the way through, especially the high-risk diabetic people. And I want to give a shout out to my friend Adrian Lee. If you're watching, Adrian, get well soon. Adrian was in the hospital yesterday in Brighton in the UK. He's chronic diabetes. He's in ITU as we speak at the moment. Hopefully he's going to get well soon. But of course, they were already warning his wife about his foot complication problems, which are to come. He has had leg ulcers and things, so he's got lots to look forward to. But hopefully he's going to make it out of ITU first of all. So Adrian, if you're listening, get well soon, mate. And so Sammy, you do a lot of work with diabetes in Abu Dhabi. Oh, let me see. Just can't hear the volume, Sammy. Okay, let me just come out and then you rejoin, Sammy, and then we'll see whether that works again. Okay, and then you see. Is that working now? No, I can't hear you, Sammy. Sorry. Who else is here? Okay, and that. No, sorry, Sammy. You're muted. You need to unmute yourself, Sammy. Sorry, you're not there. Says you're muted. Okay. Okay. Add the stream. Get Brian back in again. So yeah, I mean that's the whole thing. All the podiatry clinics, a lot of them, especially the high-risk diabetic health service clinics, have all been open right the way through, and busier than ever, of course. And because of course in Tyson in Australia, there are certain places are working as normal, and other places have restrictions.
Yeah, it's so I'm not clinically working anymore. So, but I'm the only crazy Australian that would get up at 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, in Queensland, the state that I'm in, everything is podiatry-wise. Everything is, other than having to social distancing and all the other PPE stuff. Queensland's open. New South Wales open. Victoria has had the biggest lockdowns for the longest period of time, and they're slowly coming out of it now, and starting to work high risk patients. But they're sort of on the border at the moment that if the numbers go up again, they'll shut things down. If they behave themselves, then they'll take away the restrictions. So Victoria is probably the main state that is still got the biggest restrictions on it, whereas the rest of the country is pretty good. And our COVID numbers, like Queensland, we haven't had anything major for ages, and it's coming up to elections, so it'll be interesting to see how it all goes.
Did you which elections? Australian elections?
Just the state election in Queensland. So because when they close something down, the economy gets a bit affected. But then because we've now opened, when you see what's happened in Victoria, where they it sort of went crazy. It's interesting to see, will Queensland reward the Premier for all the restrictions, or will they punish them? So depends who you talk to.
Interesting times.
Podiatry-wise, though, it's podiatry in Australia, though, I think compared to what's happened in the UK and other areas, I think we've been pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting because in Brasilia, Israel, everything's okay with the clinics and the.
Para vocês falarem alguma coisa sobre podologia brasileira.
Lá, a podologia brasileira vem... A gente pode até falar citar alguma coisa em inglês também, né? A podologia brasileira vem buscando a graduação, não tem muitos anos. Hoje, a graduação no Brasil não era uma coisa muito comum, mas agora já temos em vários locais do país. E com a graduação, o nível da podologia tem crescido muito. Estamos muito próximos de uma podologia semelhante à Espanha, por exemplo. Quer falar alguma coisa?
The Brazilian podiatry. I try. I try. Can say. University. I'm English very poor. But I don't. Não, vou ficar vendo mesmo. Do branco.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Sorry. Speak English.
Very poor.
Very poor.
No, speak Portuguese. We've got Portuguese.
Em português. Ok.
We've got Portuguese.
Em português. Em português. O nível do conhecimento científico brasileiro tem crescido muito, né? O nível do conhecimento científico brasileiro tem crescido muito. Nós outros estamos buscando cada vez mais a podologia científica e, por supuesto, estando mais cerca de podologias como, por exemplo, a podologia da Espanha, podologia de Portugal, podologia europeia. Todavia, estamos muito lejos da podologia como, por exemplo, os americanos, os ingleses, mas estamos em crescimento. O Brasil é um país muito grande e isso impede, gera dificuldades de nós conseguirmos alcançar um nível de conhecimento tão grande quanto queríamos. Mas, aos poucos, estamos conseguindo encontrar caminhos cada vez maiores, estando presente em vários lugares, hospitais, em clubes de futebol. Bruno, por exemplo, é um especialista envolvido em times de futebol.
Hoje nós temos a honra de ter podólogos trabalhando dentro de equipes médicas, dentro de vários clubes no Brasil. Eu tive a experiência de ter 3 convocações para a seleção brasileira de futebol, e isso já é um grande passo, uma grande vitória, né, para toda a podologia brasileira. E não tenho dúvidas que, em breve, estaremos já em lugares que nunca imaginamos. Isso com muito trabalho, muita dedicação, muito estudo, muitos intercâmbios, trocar experiências. Eu acho que isso é muito importante. Eventos como esse, né, que é uma comemoração, mas não deixa de enriquecer não só a podologia brasileira, mas a podologia mundial, tem que ser hábitos mais constantes em nossas vidas.
Además de nós falamos o mesmo idioma, é muito importante estarmos cerca um do outro. Nós outros precisamos de vós outros para seguirmos crescendo. La amistad.
Cool.
Parabéns, meu amigo.
It's all good.
Parabéns,
so that's the Portuguese end covered, because Joanna is from Portugal or from Brazil as well. Hold on a second. So sorry, Sammy, back to you. Are we back on all? Can you hear us now? You can hear me? No, I still can't hear you, Sammy. Let me see if I can unmute you. Let me see what's going on here. No, he's definitely still there. She's going again. So he's back out again. So Sarah Jane, how are things in Scotland? You need
we're back in a mini lockdown.
So we.
You already have a main lockdown?
I printed it out.
Yeah.
There we are. That's our flag. Yeah, so we're back in a mini lockdown. So we have, so yesterday the Scottish Government, effective from Friday at 6 o'clock, all restaurants will be closing, pubs will be closing, all hospitality sector basically pretty much across the Central Belt will be closed for 2 weeks. I have a Pilates studio as well as a podiatry practice. So my Pilates side has been completely shut down again. So yeah. It's pretty tough.
But I'm sure there's other things we'll be able to do to help if there's going to be slightly more restrictions and things to with our patients, like online consults and videos like this. And I know I did hope to have Sammy on because he does treat a lot of diabetic patients and things in Abu Dhabi, and also quite involved with the Special Olympics as well, which of course is another global thing. And then Renata is coming on. Let me just check. Sean Savage in Belfast. Quiet there, Sean. Is that your green effort this evening, Sean?
This is my Irish attire. It's an all-in-one bodysuit, complete with green underwear.
Really?
Yeah. No, it's just my work clinic look today. That's all it is. I didn't make any effort. I'm sorry. I know you guys made an effort. I didn't. Just straight away from taking money off patients to join this.
You're still working.
So happy International Podiatry Day, guys. It's good to see so many nice faces.
Brazil are still working.
They are indeed. Well, I am too. I'm about to see a patient about
so you're still
20 minutes time.
No
rest for us over here.
Working very hard. Everybody's working all the time. I mean, the guys in Brazil are doing some biomechanics training today. I mean, Sammy, are you with us now? Can we hear? We got volume.
Can you hear me now?
Way! Wow. So, Sammy, you've just had a.
It's 2020. When you're my age, I'm asking the kids to help me. I feel so old just to make speakers and a microphone work.
Yeah, get the 12-year-old to fix the computer.
It is humiliating indeed.
So you've had a long, busy day in Abu Dhabi today, Simon?
Yeah, our practice here in the UAE is quite varied. So we do, like you said, a lot of diabetic foot disease, but we have a young expat population as well. So we see a lot of biomechanical pathologies and the regular podiatry practice. So it's not solely diabetic disease.
Okay, no worries. You may want somebody to turn down their phones.
I'm getting an echo.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all now.
Okay.
Modern technology. Yeah, as you say, a large expat community. Well, and of course, everybody's bored in the house because they all haven't been working. Yeah.
Is that coming from my side?
No, I don't think so. Go ahead.
Okay.
So yeah, they're all working. They're all working from home now.
Yeah, no, we're back open here. We've been open and active for the last 3 months. So people are active again with the precautions, obviously. So we're seeing our regular patient population with the regular pathology that we were seeing pre-COVID. We're almost back to normal in terms of practice. The elderly, the diabetic elderly patients, we're trying to keep them virtual to reduce the risk. Otherwise, we're almost back to normal.
Yeah. Are similar things happening in Ireland and Dublin? Pauline, you're pretty, know what's happening in St. James's. Are we doing much virtual consultation?
Yeah, we haven't shut down any services, but we have moved things online as far as possible.
Yeah.
So, we've given patients with wounds, we've done a lot of shared care with family members and healthcare workers, including casual care. So, you know, people who had friends or neighbors doing their food shopping, they got very good at taking photographs and sending those in. But no, we haven't reduced capacity because it's acute. So it's an acute service.
That's a good way. Yeah, internet photographs of things and you know, video. Here's my foot. Do I need antibiotics? Yeah, you do. Those sort of things. So that can all be done virtually now. It's a different way of
a lot of stuff can.
Yeah, it's a new changed world, isn't it? New changed world. And so, Sammy, you're quite involved with the Special Olympics as well, Sammy, because you had the World Games there last year.
Yeah, it was a fantastic event, very well organized. Got to know a lot of people, learned a lot about Special Olympics. Amazing. I was before COVID. We were looking forward to participating in future Special Olympics. The next event was supposed to be in Sweden next. I think the winter next February, but I don't know if that's gonna take place. But yeah, it was a fantastic event. Yes.
Yeah, I had hoped to go. I had other things last year. And there was a couple of events. Well, the event in Lisbon was cancelled just in March there, John, wasn't it? The Irish Winter Olympics was cancelled.
Yeah, we did hold the local games out of the World Games. We did hold the local games pre-COVID, and it was quite successful. We did the first UAE Special Olympic Games.
Okay, very good. And that's good. And in Eugene, in Spain, you still there, Eugene? You've been at home?
I'm home. I'm home now. You hear me? Everyone hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
That's right. Yes. There are so many people in Sarah Jane's home. I don't know her, but that's nice. There's very people dancing behind. You know, that's nice. Sorry for before that. I was walking this through home, and there is a lot of noise. So sorry. Now I'm home, so I think you can hear me just very well. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Nice to know you. Nice to know you, everybody. I think you are massive. All of you. I know Justin. I know Tyson, but I just follow your work these days. So since I know this meeting that Justin puts me betraying me just a little bit. And I think you are a very amazing professionals, and be here. It's quite amazing for me. I'm just too young on this.
Too young on this. No. And yes. Who's all in the background, Sarah Jane? All the kids running around.
No, it's impossible.
Oh, I have I have 3 kids, and did you not see my husband reversing out of the way? He had no idea. I was like, "Yeah, you're live." He's like,
I just had a friend on a call from a friend. Yeah, Emily said she loves the wig. She didn't look like the bow tie, Emily. I couldn't find my glasses, my comedy Irish glasses. Who knew? At least the Brazilian guys have got the flag out, and Tyson's got the thing up. And you've got the Scottish flag. I thought you'd have it all. I thought you'd be blue faced up, Sarah Jane.
I've just finished work.
Sammy, what is it?
Finished work. Well, what's this, Sammy?
Khalifa. That's the highest building in the world, Burj Khalifa.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. It's pretty amazing in Dubai. Yeah, well, I was talking to friends. My cousin's just about expecting her second baby in Dubai in another 3 or 4 weeks. And I was talking to my friend Ramesh, who works for Dubai Duty Free. And yeah, he says things, well, of course, Dubai Duty Free airline traffic is down quite a lot. So
we've been affected quite a bit. As everyone has around the world, but we're coming out of it slowly but surely.
Yeah, I'd hoped to go out I was hoping to go out in the end of August or September. I was going to play some air-conditioned tennis. That would have been interesting. but other things came up, and then I tore my calf. So I was going to visit my cousin and some friends and see Ramesh, but we'll probably leave it until later on next year. Should be great.
Travel is a headache.
Of course, the summertime it's going to be. Yeah, the heat is all gone. Tyson's only getting warmed up in his Cairns now.
Sorry?
The summertime. You're only getting warmed up in Cairns.
It's always warm where I am.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm in the tropics, so in the tropics it is always warm. Here we're now just started spring, so just seeing what the weather's going to be today. 31. It'll be 31 degrees today.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the same.
So it'll be nice.
Yeah, and so
too hot to be wearing a football jersey, which is why I have the aircon set to 23.
And it's the same. You're coming into summertime or springtime in South Africa, Megan. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, just as we were forgetting about winter, we've had a horrible cold spell, but at least we're having a bit of rain, so we're not complaining.
Okay. Black guy, first of all, and so it's yeah, it'll be picking up. It'll be lovely. Yeah, can I add to the stream? Especially this time of year. But again, of course, travel is going to be limited. But again, that's again where we talked about the online consults and the calls like this will work very well. So you got patients now, Sean? Have you?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Muted me. Yes, got a couple of patients. They're not in yet. They're en route. So 2 patients to see.
You're working very late. You're working very late.
I didn't start until 12, so I didn't really. Had a nice morning off in our beautiful 12 degrees, Tyson. we had a Belfast summer today, 12 degrees. It was beautiful. Look at the tan. Look at my tan.
If we got 12 degrees in summer in Cairns, it would be on the front page of the paper. Just that, yeah, the world's
if it went 31 over
nuts.
here, there'd be a hole in the ozone layer with the amount of barbecues. There'd be no beer left. It would be ridiculous.
Yeah, the wind's not out big.
No, well, 31's nice. When it hits summer, then it really starts to warm up. So it's good at the moment.
Cool.
But
it's still too cool to swim.
Too cool to swim. Well, I'm sick of swimming. I swam in the west of Ireland the other day. It was pretty cold, but it's invigorating. It's good for you, apparently. After a seaweed bath, you may have seen the pictures. Good for the rheumatics. Good to help the rheumatics. And you know Leonardo in Podiatry, Eugene, yeah? No. And I did hope we were going to have some of our American colleagues on, but I think everybody's working because it's lunchtime in the States, and the Brazilian guys are on lunch as well. It's just early afternoon, and I am right. And then we've got somebody coming on from Greece. That's why I was Sean. Your Greek's pretty good, isn't it?
Souvlaki and Jarro, and that's about it. And I like Greek beer. That's about it. Ouzo.
Ouzo.
Yeah.
You're gonna have ouzo.
So that's it. Apart from that, I'm lost.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's I've got some friends. Actually, got some friends from Canada who think they may be traveling to Greece next month, but we shall see. Because I know I was speaking to a friend in Dubai. She works for Air Dubai. They're canceled a lot of flights into Turkey and in October and November as well. So they're sort of planning ahead. But anyway, we don't want to dwell on the bad stuff. We want to talk about the good stuff and all the good stuff we can do for feet. So everybody's been working hard. It's in the challenging times. Yeah, it's making people think a little bit differently and sort of reflect a bit. I know initial sort of lockdown, it was a good period of reflection and reconnection with people, and I think that's where I met a lot of you guys when I was connecting. And so it was quite a good period. It's getting a bit boring now, especially if we have to go back again. Don't know who I'm going to talk to then. I'll have to make some new friends. But it's certainly been a different year, and put a different spin on that, different spin on things. I mean, is there anything particularly, Sammy, that you have found clinically that you've had to sort of change?
Yeah. One thing I noticed, I don't know if anyone else noticed the same, when we got locked down in March and April, and then we reopened partially for emergency cases in May and late April, I noticed a lot of subungual hematomas. And I attributed it to people being locked down, and over here they were allowed to walk in a radius of 3 miles around their home, and people started walking. They just couldn't handle staying in the house for so long, and didn't have the proper footwear, never walked such distances. So I started seeing a lot of subungual hematomas for about a month or so, and people would come in and they're surprised, like, oh, you've started walking recently, didn't you? So that's one thing I noticed in the post-COVID era.
Yeah, well, that's a great thing, and I think Pauline touched on that as well. Is that we're in the healthcare business, and this is a great time to be in healthcare business, because people are taking their health seriously now, or more seriously than they were. As you say, everybody's out walking, cycling, getting fitter and healthier, helping to build up their immune systems, all against to help fight with COVID. And it's a great opportunity for to be able to help a lot more people. Because people are going to be more taking care of their health. And the Brazilian boys are putting in a plug for their biomechanics company, which is always good to see. But Sammy, you're from the States originally.
Yes, I moved here about 18 years ago, and podiatry is still in its nascent stages here in this part of the world. It's not well established, and the local population and people from this part of the world, a lot of them don't even know what podiatry is. So we have like I said, a large expat population. So they come from Western countries or South Africa, or where they're used to having a podiatrist. So we provide that service. But still there are still a lot of people who will get an ingrown toenail and end up in the operating room having the whole nail removed by a surgeon, not knowing that there is an easier and simpler treatment options. Still a few things, there's still a few gaps that we can fill, but
well, that's good then, that it's it's starting to get probably getting more sort of traction or more notice.
It is becoming, but it's not anywhere like it is in the West, where when you get a verruca or an ingrown nail or plantar fasciitis, you say, I'm going to go see my podiatrist. No, a lot of people still don't know we exist.
Okay, well, I mean, in certain places, again, it's still, raising the profile, which is what events like this are for, and what World International Podiatry Day is for, is to raise the profile around the world, and because one second, because the only reason that you go to the dentist every 6 months for a checkup is because your mum brought you from the get-go, and that's the routine that you're in. So tooth pain, dentist; foot pain, podiatrist, hopefully. So that's what it is. It's helping increase the profile. And in Brazil and Israel, in Brazil, is podiatry is it a new profession or quite well developed?
Repeat the question.
Repeat, please.
I said, is podiatry quite a new profession in Brazil, or is it quite a well-established profession?
Ele perguntou como que é a atuação da
Em Brasil, temos dois níveis, um nível técnico e um nível de graduação superior. A maior parte da podologia no Brasil ainda é nível técnico, mas nós temos um nível crescendo, que é o nível de graduação em podologia, que é o que vocês têm. A Europa, por exemplo, não tem técnico, não é só graduado. O Brasil, a gente estava... Na verdade, não só o Brasil, a América Latina, ela ficou muito tempo no nível técnico e agora, de forma geral, em toda a América Latina, estamos indo para o nível superior. Isso não somente em Brasil, mas em muitos países em toda a América Latina, como Argentina, Chile, México, temos um crescimento da podologia a nível superior, né, a nível de licenciatura.
Yeah. She's going to translate, hopefully. We'll translate it later. So this is running on a bit. I thought we were just going to be on for. I'm going to remove this.
Ruídos.
Right, there we go. That's less than the noise. Thank God for that. I don't know what Eugene's doing. It sounds like he's starting up a cement mixer. And is your colleague going to translate that for us? Just a quick summary in English, Israel?
No.
No.
Ele está perguntando se tem alguém para traduzir em inglês. Não tem.
She's not.
Se alguém para traduzir o que você falou. Não.
Pelo menos a parte de universidade,
que é técnico.
Eu vou me enganar na bolsa.
Não, vai.
Não, aqui, nervosa, eu vou me enganar na
Don't worry. We'll translate it. We'll get it translated after.
Ele vai ter que traduzir depois.
Ok. Depois reading.
We'll get it translated after. So, Sammy, everybody, guys, Pauline, Sean, thank you everybody very much for coming in. We'll share.
Thank you.
Sammy, we'll talk soon. We'll talk all about. We'll need to find out more what's happening in podiatry in the UAE. So, thank you very much.
Thank you, Justin, for arranging this. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us on International Podiatry Day. Have a safe one, everybody. And again, if Adrian's watching, get well soon. And we'll speak to you all soon. Bye-bye, guys. Ciao.
Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Justin.
Thank you, Justin.
Thank you.
Beijo.
Ciao.
Peace.
Amigo.